guys, Miss Main here with today's story, Frogs. It is a National Geographic nonfiction full of fun facts, true things that we will learn about. Yesterday I read the amphibian book and we learned a little bit about frogs. This one goes a little bit more into detail about frogs. If you want to take the quiz number, it is 131327 and it is a 2.6. All right, let's see if we learned anything more about frogs than what we learned in our amphibian book yesterday. Splash! Splish, splash. What is that sound? What is hopping and jumping around? What loves to swim? What loves to eat bugs? It's a frog. Can you hop like a frog? And this frog right here is called a Pacific chorus frog. And we have a little joke down here. What happened to the frog's car when it broke down? It got towed. Get it? Frog, toad. Multiple meaning word. Toad, like a frog is T-O-A-D, but tow your car is a different kind of tow. Frogs live all over the world, except Antarctica. Frogs usually live in wet places. They like rivers, lakes, and ponds. So here we have a marsh frog, an Andrean marsupial frog. Antarctica is the continent at the South Pole. So frogs don't live there probably because it's too cold. Ribbit. Habitat. What is a habitat? It is the natural place where a plant or an animal lives. This is a red-eyed tree frog. And can you see this one camouflaged in here? He's a bullfrog. But some frogs live in trees. Some even live in the desert. Frogs can be found all over the world. Wherever they live, that's their habitat. Croak. Look at this frog croaking. Some frogs' throats puff up when they make sound. Each type of frog makes its own sound. This is a lake frog. Next we have a coqui frog. Croak. The deep hoarse noise that a frog makes is called their croak. The coqui frog is named after the sound it makes. It sounds like coqui. This frog is the size of a quarter. Even small frogs can make loud noises. Frogs make different sounds for different reasons. Sometimes it's to warn other frogs of danger. Sometimes it's to call frogs nearby. This one is called a dancing frog. This frog lives around noisy waterfalls. Other frogs would not be able to hear it call, so it dances instead. It sticks out one leg and then the other. Can you dance like a frog? Come on, everybody, let's do the frog dance. Frog food. What is a frog's favorite food? Usually it's insects. Frogs eat dragonflies and crickets and other bugs. Some frogs eat bigger animals like worms and mice. The American bullfrog even eats other frogs. This is the American bullfrog and he's eating another frog. Why are frogs so happy? Because they eat what bugs them. I get it, they eat bugs, they eat what bugs them. What was that pink flash? It's how a frog catches bugs. It shoots out of its long, sticky tongue at a passing bug. The frog pulls the bug into its mouth. If your tongue were as long as a frog's, it would reach your belly button. Could you imagine if we stuck out our tongue and it reached our belly button? This is the green tree frog. every size and color. Frogs can be many different sizes. This is called a microfrog. Looks like the one from the amphibian book yesterday that was on the nose, just a little teeny tiny fingertip. The smallest frog is as big as a fingernail. The largest is as big as a rabbit. So this is a Goliath frog over here, and look at how much he weighs. 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, more than 6 pounds, almost 8 pounds. That is a big frog. Frogs can be different colors too. You have the tiger striped leaf frog. Some are green or brown. The Amazon poison dart frog. Others have stripes or spots. Frogs can be red, yellow, or orange, like the red poisonous dart frog. They can even be bright blue, like the blue poison dart frog. Very cool looking frogs, aren't they? Cool looking, but don't touch them. They're poisonous. Watch out! These colorful frogs may look pretty, but watch out. These frogs have poison in their skin. Their bright colors warn enemies not to eat them. What is poison? Something that can kill or hurt living things. This little frog is only an inch long. Its name is Terribilis, which means the terrible one. How did it get this name? By being the most deadly frog of all. The Terribilis has enough poison to kill 20,000 mice. My goodness, how could something so tiny be so deadly? What do stylish frogs wear? They wear jumpsuits. Get it? Because they can jump. Frog babies. This is the red-eye tree frog eggs. All frogs, even the Terribilis, have mothers. Mother frogs lay eggs. When the eggs are ready, out pop the tadpoles. Tadpoles are baby frogs, but they don't look like frogs yet. Tadpoles have tails, and they live only in the water. Remember, it takes 3 months or so before they lose their tail. Tadpoles grow up to be frogs. First, they breathe underwater with gills. Then they grow lungs for breathing the air. What are gills? The body part on the side of a fish or a tadpole through which it breathes. That's their gills. Number 3, they grow legs for swimming and hopping. And number 4, in 3 months they lose their tails. It's time to hop out of the water. Toads are frogs too. What is the difference between toads and frogs? Well, here's a frog. Some frogs are poisonous. They're moist and they're smooth. They have teeth in their upper jaw. They have long, powerful jumping legs. Most frogs have webbed hind feet. They lay eggs in clusters or in groups. A toad, his eyes do not bulge out from the body. A poisonous gland is located behind each eye. He has no teeth. He's dry and he's bumpy. He lays his eggs in long chains. But a few toads give birth to live young ones, and they have shorter legs for walking. Toads are a type of frog. Frogs spend most of their lives around water. Toads spend more time on dry land. Their bodies are built for where they live. So that could be a question on the quiz. What's the difference? Dry, bumpy, moist and smooth. The teeth is different. Their legs are different. Where they live are different. Super frogs. Two-faced faker. 2 heads. are better than one. Ooh, look, it looks like he has eyes up here and it looks like he has eyes down here. A fake face fools enemies when this frog turns around. Then we have the high flyer. Whoosh! It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a gliding leapfrog. Any frog can jump, but watch me glide. Then we have the screamer. Loudmouth frog leaves enemies stunned. Says, ah! And Mr. Invisible. Now you see him, now you don't. He's a master in disguise. Looks like he can kind of camouflage himself in there. So these are some super frogs. Croak gills, habitat, and poison. Make sure you know those words from our reading. Listen to the story 2 or 3 times. Do great on the quiz, and I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's story. Bye, guys.